Take off my Tibetan monks, I bet, but maybe they will. Anyway, I bet the Tibetan monks don't know about that. Oh, look, I can have lighting on my iPad. Okay, so the quickest way to experience the effects of smoking marijuana is going to be inhalation. I'm pretty sure besides shooting something, that's going to be the fastest way is ingestion through smoking something. I don't know about snorting so much besides what I did in Miami on and off during my 20s, usually in the middle of the night. But that was my 20s, and that was Miami. But so you're gonna have the sativa, which is the upper, not the upper, but I think like the more indica in the couch. I'm sure you've heard that. Sativa is the more cerebral, active one, energizing one. So now there's all these strains and there's probably a lot of people doing YouTube videos about those too, like the terpenes and the hair, and like this hair is like 3/4 to a quarter, and that's gonna make the da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, I know they do, and I know there's some crazy stuff. My friend Brandy like cuts one of her like jobs, like sources of income is like she like beautifies the nugs so that when we go to the store, you know, they look like that or whatever. It's like a Christmas tree. So indica is going to be more relaxing. It's usually going to have the higher THC. I think that's the only valuable technical thing for me. And have the more body and more chill, like in the couch, like chilling out in the couch, right? Remind me to get into the Joe Biden thing. Just his commercial, because I don't know if you guys know, but I kind of, every time I say I'm like, get through it and don't say and then I remember also a mentor of mine that was helping me do yoga videos. I couldn't be behind the camera with my eating disorder stuff. Like I would freeze. I remember this one time they were trying to film this yoga video and I was like, I mean, I was a freaking well and a wealth. I was a wealth of wells. I am a wealth of wells of knowledge about yoga. I couldn't talk. The words, it was just me, my friend, another yoga teacher. We'll go out in a second, Hondo. So bossy. Another yoga teacher and the owner of the studio that I worked for. I had like planned my out. Anyway, they're like, so Ashley, what are the 8 limbs of yoga? I was like, Mark, can we start over? He's like, no, just go ahead. I can redo it later. And I'm like, I can't get my breath. I can't get my heartbeat. So funny. But, so I think about, and then blinking. Joe Biden's like, hey, and I'm not Democratic. I'm not Republican. I'm not going there. I'm from DC. Hey, I'd like to ask you guys to Toshi. I'd like to ask you guys, we're going in 1 second, love. And you better go to the I'd like to ask you guys to join my campaign, to join me in the fight for the soul of this country. You know, did I say I'm Jay, and I'd like you to join my campaign? It's like this cool dude stuff and the intentional us, like all that kind of stuff. I'm like, think to myself, there was a boardroom of people that were like, this is very specifically needing to have this effect on as many people as possible. Everyone was like, check, all right, that works, let's do that. So whether you're smoking either sativa, you're gonna feel that kind of happy, more energized high. I'm gonna speed it up. You guys can thank Hondo. And then you know, hybrids, like a mix, and then there's sativa. There's sativa dominant hybrids, indica dominant hybrids. I don't discriminate. Edibles, I never really felt them, and this might be an eating thing, but I just use them as like an excuse to eat like brownies and stuff, you know? Like, I won't eat shit like that, but if it has weed in it, I will. But most of the time, honestly, I've fallen asleep and woken up, I will say, like more hungover than any alcohol experience, really. Like one time I walked into like a door, like, and I didn't drink, I just like had fallen asleep with edibles the night before. Recently, I had the first experience, right? Like, and I eat like the whole thing of gummy bears or whatever it is, never feel really anything like different. And I felt like, and I'll do a different show about he got one of the gummy bears by accident. So he started freaking out and like barking at like nothing. And then so I started freaking out, like, oh my God, Dad, don't freak me out. Like, is there a ghost in the room? And then I was like, oh, he ate the gummy bear that I gave him. I called the vet. He got an animal. I used to give Shiva so much THC when she had cancer, and like sometimes she was really active, so I'd just be like, psh, it's not whiskey. Don't judge. Okay?